The Rockwood MIG 160 has quickly become a favorite among DIY fabricators and home welders thanks to its performance, portability, and value. One piece of feedback we've heard from some customers is that they'd like a little more reach while they're working. So if you're looking for extra mobility around larger projects, we've got a brand new 7-foot torch lead. In this video, we'll show you exactly how to install it on your MIG 160. First thing you want to do is make sure it's disconnected from electrical power before even touching the unit. And then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to take all the screws off so we can get the welder case removed. Once you get all the screws for the case removed, there's going to be a ground strap on the case that you're going to have to remove with a 7mm socket. Next, we're going to remove this cover on the drive motor, and then we'll be able to get access to the wires that cross over for the power. All right, so we're gonna have to pull the DIN's power connector off, the boot, and then we're gonna have to remove the terminal so we can snake it back out of here. So remove the boot, you just pull it, and then you have this, and you just have a small set screw in there to pull the connector off. Next, we have to disconnect the trigger wire and the gas tube for the MIG gun. Now that we have everything disconnected, we should be able to pull the whole torch out from the drive motor front here. We got the 7-foot torch here. Essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna put everything in reverse order of how we took it out. Before you snake the torch back in through the front of your welder case, you wanna remove this strain relief and coupler from your old torch, and then you're gonna wanna put them on the new torch. Now we're going to feed everything back through the case and into the main compartment of the welder. We've got the gas hose connected. Now you just want to make sure that this heat insulation ends up right down here on the front side so that there's no risk of contact with this power bar. Next, we'll plug the trigger wire back into the main board. Make sure it clips securely. So the power connector will ship with some electrical insulation on it. We're going to need to take that off, put a ferrule on it, and then install the DIN's connector. Before we put the ferrule on, we're going to put the strain relief back on the cord. The ferrule in the end of this ready to be tightened on. Now that we have the power connector installed, we are going to install the rest of the torch, including the wire feed liner and the insulation in the proper location. So I have this set up here with the insulation coming just past this point, very slightly, and then you want the liner to be adjusted such that it is ready to be installed in this notch right here, and it sticks just past the plastic. We have the torch fully connected. Last step is just to put the case back on. Before you start fastening the case, make sure to reinstall the ground lead. And there you have it. In about 20 minutes, you've upgraded your Rockwood MIG 160 with a new 7-foot torch lead, giving you more flexibility and maneuverability on your next welding project. You can find the Rockwood MIG 160 and the new 7-foot torch lead at eastwood.com. Thanks for watching and happy welding.